Welcome back to Soda City Live. The South Carolina Commission for Minority Affairs is hosting their 30th anniversary celebration and scholarship gala, and the theme for this year is building bridges and closing gaps. Joining me today to talk more about this gala is Executive Director Dr. Dolores DaCosta and Director of Multicultural Affairs Yvonne Segura. So glad to have you both joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And you know what? I cannot start this interview without us acknowledging this beautiful picture behind us. And this is actually one of the items that's going to be auctioned at this event, correct?
Not auctioned, just on display.
On display. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, you do have an auction as well, though.
We do
no?
not.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have exhibits for people to see some of the cultural aspects of the organization.
That is absolutely beautiful. And have you all hosted galas before, or is this the first one?
This is the first one. When I came on in 2018, it was the 25th anniversary, but we didn't do anything, and I promised that we would acknowledge the success of the commission during the 30th anniversary, and that's what we're going to do.
I mean, hey, this is a beautiful way to celebrate a milestone like this. And so the artwork that's going to be displayed, are they all local works?
Local artists, and what we're trying to do during this event is show the multicultural aspect of the commission. We will have an artist displaying his artwork. We will have someone from the Native American community displaying some of their items. And we're also going to have exhibits from the Gullah Geechee Council with Queen Quet out of the Low Country.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the work from the affairs, the group that you are representing. What are some things that you all focus on within your organization?
Sure. The commission was created back in 1993 to study the cause and effects of socioeconomic deprivation in African American communities. Later on, they added Asian communities, the Hispanic communities, and Native Americans. What we focus on is research showing the economic impact of ethnic minority groups in the state of South Carolina. We focus a lot on outreach and collaboration. Because we're a small agency, we rely heavily on other state agencies and organizations to help us get resources and to communicate information around the state of South Carolina.
Now, if someone wanted to get involved with the Minority Commission, how could they do so?
They could email us, or they could go to our webpage at cma.sc.gov, and they will see a list of the different divisions that we have at the commission.
Awesome. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about this actual event, and I can't stop staring at this because this is so beautiful. And you were telling me earlier that someone out of Greenville actually created this.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, something that I love about working for the commission is that we use arts and culture to educate the community at large about our communities, but also to make everybody understand, you know, we all have art. We're also looking for good jobs. We're also looking for access to healthcare. So this is what in the end helps us tell people we are all people, we're in this together. And when we, Dr. DaCosta mentioned about having the gala, that's when we decided, let's find a local artist that can create something that's going to unite all these different minority groups that we have. So what you have in here is based on Las Meninas, which is a famous painting by a Spanish artist, but then there are a lot of elements, and I know artists don't like when you explain it, but if you go and get close to this, you're going to find elements from Japanese culture, Chinese culture, you're going to find, of course, Native American, but also there are some African symbols in here, and that's what he was trying to do. Make an image that when the more you look at it, the more you're going to realize, okay, this is all combined, this is all together. And that's kind of like what we do in the Commission for Minority Affairs, making sure that you come into our communities, you learn about our culture, and in the end, we're all able to work together.
That's so beautiful. And I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. I mean, every time you look at it, it has something different.
That's right.
As you mentioned, that your eyes kind of gravitate to. Now, a part of the aspect of this gala is the scholarship. So the proceeds from this event, are they going to go towards where in particular?
Absolutely. When we were putting this together, my thought behind this is to help disadvantaged students and students whose parents are incarcerated. Normally in school, high school, kids are getting ready for college. Children who are disadvantaged in a lot of the rural areas, they tend to stay away from college because either they cannot afford it or their parents cannot afford it. And we wanted to do something different. we wanted to add some kind of financial resource to help them along the way, because we know that education is still the key out of poverty. Education is the way to change lives. So therefore, we're focusing this event on finding ways to get financial resources to those who need it the most.
I love it. Now, when is this event and where can folks go to get tickets?
The event is next Thursday, June 29th at 6 o'clock. We will be at the Columbia Convention Center. You can get tickets from our webpage at cma.sc.gov.
Awesome. And we have those details right there on your screen, and we'll also have it on our website, sodacitylive.com. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the resources and opportunities available through the Minority Affairs, if we could speak on that just a little.
Absolutely. We partner with just about every state agency. We have more than 60 partners around the state, and this partnership allows us to stretch or reach areas of the state that our small agency could not do alone. We focus on research. We just released our statewide statistical research, which talks about the impact of things like healthcare, housing in minority communities around the state. We are partnering also with the Department of Correction. We just released what is called a Second Chance Resource Guide, providing information for those persons going back to their communities after spending time in prison, so that they have a true second chance of surviving once they're out. That's the kind of work we do at the Commission. We work heavily with state agencies. During COVID, we were instrumental in helping DHEC get into our rural areas, our Native American areas, to provide COVID testing and vaccinations. And we continue those efforts today in other areas where certain needs are.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank the both of you for joining us today, and we'll have be sure to have all these details on our website, including a link if anyone wants to look up more information on what it is that you do. So thank you again, and we'll have much more Soda City Live coming up after the break.